Hey guys, Carlz0r here, and today I'm going to be showing you a little game called Roguelight by Daniel Linson. I actually stumbled across this game by accident earlier today, and I found myself enjoying it so much that I thought I'd make a little video, because that's what I do. So, in this game, you play as this character, this girl, and you have a bow and arrow, and you're supposed to be exploring these ruins that you're in here. There are enemies, like that guy that I just killed, and there is darkness. Lots and lots of darkness. But you can fix that darkness by lighting these kind of hanging sconces. You have a limited amount of arrows, but they're fire arrows, so they can light unlit sconces for you. They can also provide a little light if you hold them in front of yourself by knocking the arrow into your bow by holding the fire button and just keeping it there, but that doesn't last forever. Oh, those are spikes, and there's a coin there, but I can't get it because the spikes are there. Anyway, as I was saying, you can't hold an arrow in front of you forever, because eventually it'll just burn out. They do continue to glow for a while too after you fire them, and they either fall onto the floor or remain wedged into a surface. Oh, there's an enemy. Oops. So you have to be kind of careful, because you only have... Oh, I can't get those coins. You only have a limited amount of arrows. You can pick up more as you go, but you have to, you know, be sure that you're going to find some. Now I have upgrades that make it so that my arrow count in the bottom right hand corner doesn't always go down when I fire an arrow. There's like a 10 or 20% chance, I think, right now that I will basically get a free arrow. There's one that I can just pick up. I also have an upgrade that makes it so that sometimes when I fire an arrow, it fires two at once at no extra cost, which is pretty cool. Lighting torches gives me gold coins, which is what I use to buy those upgrades. I also have upgrades that make it so I take less damage from enemies. I also have more health than you would normally start with, and higher jump height than you'd normally have to start. I can jump about 3 blocks up. You can only jump about 2 blocks up when you first get started. So having these upgrades is very nice. You buy those upgrades in between runs, and they carry over to your next run. These levels are, if you couldn't tell, procedurally generated. Let me get that coin there. And so you never know what you're going to find. So you have to always be on alert. You can't just learn the levels or anything. Ouch. Which is nice, because then it would just be way too easy if you could just learn the levels. Oop, there's a different type of enemy there. A couple more arrows. I was down to my last one, thank goodness. Found those. So yeah, you want to light torches because they provide you light, and they also give you coins. I get more coins from them because of an upgrade that I have. Same with enemies, I get more coins from enemies because of an upgrade that I have. But you have to be careful about when and how you use your arrows. And sometimes you can hit multiple things with one arrow, which is a really good idea to do when you can. Oh, there was some spikes there that I couldn't really get over. I'm sure there was some way to get over them safely, but I didn't do it right. Lighting torches is definitely a good idea most of the time, unless there's a bunch in the same area and you've already kind of seen your way around. You can... Ah, jeez. More spikes. You can just kind of avoid things normally. See, without arrows, you can't do the thing where you hold a flaming arrow out in front of yourself to light your way when you're walking. And when you're in that situation, see, the level just stays dark. So you have to always try to keep one arrow available to you, so you can kill an enemy or... Oh yeah, that lit that torch and killed that guy at the same time. That's always a nice thing to have happen. But yeah, you need to be able to, like, have an arrow so you can kill an enemy if you have to, or at least hold it out in front of yourself to light the way. And when it's about to go out, it's usually a good idea to go ahead and fire it, because you might hit something with it, like a torch, or wall sconce or whatever, or you might actually kill an enemy, or at least be able to catch a quick glimpse of what lies ahead so that you know what you're getting into. Because if you just let it burn out in front of you, then when you fire it, it just kind of falls. You might still hit something with it, but it doesn't have a chance of lighting anything anymore, so it ends up being kind of pointless. It's best to try to fire it right before it goes out if you've been holding on to it long enough that it's about to go out anyway. You might as well make use of it, right? Oh, I am out of arrows. Hopefully I find some more soon. Oops. Let's just get over that guy. Let's get that health. Is there an enemy here? I don't think so. Oh, yeah, there is. Yeah, there is. I think I also ran over some spikes. See, this is where the game gets kind of unnerving and scary and weird because I can't see anything in these dark areas. Oh, enemies, spikes. I'm at the mercy of everything in this game. See, in that case, I knew the spikes were there. I just couldn't make that jump correctly. So, anyway, here's the upgrade screen. I got 79 coins in that run, so I could buy. I already have all the ones that have the little green square over them. Those are the ones that I've unlocked so far. I've already played this game for maybe about a half an hour or so, and I was able to get all those and these two. So basically, I can spend coins on anything that I can, and you don't have to buy them in order either. I can spend coins on anything that 79 coins will, I can buy upgrades with anything that 79 coins will buy me. I could get this upgrade that starts me with 10 coins, so I have 10 no matter what, but I kind of maybe want an extra arrow. Oh, I already have that one. That's the extra arrow. I could buy that one, plus 1 arrow. I could make myself more durable, plus 1 health, or minus 1 damage from spikes. That's definitely useful. Is there any combination of which I could afford 2 things? So that's another thing to consider, is I can't get 2 things from here, but I could get 1 thing from down here. And that could be a very good idea. 20% chance of 2 arrows firing at once instead of just 10%. That could be nice. I can't afford that. I could get... I think I'll do that. 1 more arrow. And let's have 1 more run really quick. Just to give another go. See how things go. Ooh. Before we call an end to this video. Might as well go ahead and light that since there's a bunch of free arrows here. Oh, I didn't even spend an arrow. Oops. It's nice having that magic arrows perk because every once in a while, I think it's, like I said, either a 5 or 10% chance that I have right now, firing an arrow will simply not spend one of my arrows. So I'll have an extra shot. Could see what's up here. The main goal is to go down, but sometimes you find paths that take you higher up, and sometimes you have to take those paths to eventually work your way around to a place where you can go down, and sometimes it just leads to places where you can find extra treasure. I really like the mechanics of this game. I also really like that it has kind of a pun on the word roguelite, because a lot of people will call a game that has some roguelike elements, like doing runs and having procedurally generated levels each time you play, to be kind of rogue-like, but so they call it a roguelite because it's not really a true roguelike style game. But it also is roguelite because it's about light and darkness. So yeah, it's kind of a play on words, sort of a almost pun in a way. Pretty clever. By the way, this game has a pay-what-you-want sort of business strategy. I will link the page where you can get the game in the description down below. You can technically get it for free. That is acceptable. If you don't have any money, if you're on a budget and you just want to play this, you know, the guy will let you have it for free. He's a cool guy like that. But if you can afford it, if it's not going to break the bank, if you could throw 5 or 10 bucks this way, this guy's way at least, I'm sure he'd really appreciate it. I don't know the guy, but, you know, it's always nice to get paid for your work. I imagine that he kind of thinks no differently about that. Hopefully he's already made enough money off of this that maybe he's working on another project. I haven't really looked up anything else that this guy has done, if anything. I am out of arrows. Oops, and I just walked into spikes. Fortunately, there's a heart right there to bring back some of my health. I need to get that -1 damage from spikes at some point. That would be a really swell thing to have. Swell? I never say swell. Oh gosh, okay. I have a couple of arrows now. Oh, I have a couple more. think I saw... Yep, I saw some up here. This is very good. Although there's also one of those flying demon things up here, so... Let's just get away. Could kill it, but it was too high up. I couldn't see it. It was leaving me alone. I'm just gonna go. You notice also sometimes there's just like this really long drop and then it says I'm on a new level, so... That means I found my way definitively down to the next area. There's no way to get back up once you've found a hole like that. You cannot jump high enough, so that's like your progression into harder and harder parts of the game. And I'm not sure... Oops. I'm getting hit by everything now. I'm not paying attention. Oh, I didn't even notice there were spikes there. I'm not even sure if there is an ending to this or not. All I know is that, I mean, there might be, but I'm just having fun, you know, slowly progressing my way a little bit further every time. Sometimes not as far if I get unlucky or if I'm not paying attention and I get myself hurt. So, yeah. By the way, I'm playing with an Xbox 360 controller, but before I knew that this had controller support, I was just playing it on the keyboard, and it actually plays quite nicely on the keyboard because there's only 2 buttons plus the directional pad. So, you know, works out pretty well. What should I get this time? Maybe I could get 2 things from up here. I could get the 2 cheaper things, the +1 health, and then I think I should be able to still afford the, yep, the +1 arrow speed, and then the only one that I'm missing from this line is the -1 damage from spikes, which the only reason I didn't get that is because it would have maybe... Actually, no, I probably could have afforded to get that and the other one. Oh well, it doesn't matter. I'll get that one next time around, and then this row will be complete, and then I can start finishing off this row and this row, and I'll just keep on playing forever and ever and ever and ever. Because I like this game. I think you should check it out. Link will be in the description down below. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.